What's going on, people? Welcome back to AFTV. Now, if I told you AFTV does big interviews with celebrities, players, managers, you might say, I don't believe you. Well, today's guest needs no introduction. We have got, ladies and gentlemen, Liam Rosenior. I can't right, believe you're Rosenior.
Damn straight.
We're branching out.
Hey, we here, baby. We talking.
Right, of course, we're going to be talking, we're previewing Tuesday night's game. It's Arsenal versus Chelsea, the second leg of the Carabao Cup. Obviously, I'll remind you all, we're up 3-2 currently. So there's a 1-goal deficit right now to Chelsea. We've got Matisse with us, Matthijs, I'm not going to say his other ones,
Yeah,
the DS. No, we've got to respect our guests today. Only for today, but when the game's on, we will be different. And I'm also joined by Lee Judges, the judge himself.
Thank you.
Let's start then. Let's go straight into, should we let the guests go first? Thoughts and feelings ahead of this game. Where are you at? Do you care about this trophy? Because sometimes you...
No, massively.
Okay.
We won our Carabao Cup under Jose Mourinho, and I always remember watching back the DVDs and the interviews, and the players said this was a big trophy for us to get over the line to really kickstart the Roman era. As a Chelsea fan, I'm very aware of prior what it was before Roman as well.
Yeah.
Cup team, you know. I will never disrespect any trophy. I will never say we're above it or put it beneath us or take it for granted, because you truly don't know when you're going to win your next trophy. So you need to try and win every single thing that comes your way.
Yeah, we know that.
And we have a shocking record at Wembley. The last 7 attempts we've lost. So I'm hungry, bro. I'm starving. I need this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the luxury of picking and choosing which meal I'll have. When the plate lands at my doorstep, I dig in.
Well, where's your army wear?
Knife and
Normally you're going to war. Where's the army? I tried to bring the pants. I tried to get the whole setup, but we didn't have time to get the full costume.
Do you know what it is?
I saw you go to war with Turkish and that on your thing. Where's the war? You're not coming here for war?
Been a lot of content today. Just didn't bring a backpack. Didn't bring a change of clothes.
Fair.
So I just rocked out with what I've been wearing all day, which is multiple platforms. So I couldn't bring it for you today. But you know what? We do play you again in the Prem.
Oh.
So.
Oh, okay. So you're looking. All right. Well, we're on course.
Not the last Emirates game.
As Arsenal fans will know, and I'm going to come to Lee now and get your thoughts ahead of the game. But as you know, Tottenham last night. I mean, I don't know. Did you? I don't know if you was cheering or if you was just. Not at all. But Arsenal, he said.
Listen, it's a great. Listen.
Go on.
It was a good day. Spurs
just the day or the week? The weekend was quite
The weekend was
nice.
very good. Spurs took 5 points off of Man City, and they're still in the bottom half of the table. The gift that keeps on giving, Tottenham Hotspur. It's fantastic, isn't it? Fantastic.
How are you feeling then, Lee, ahead of this game? Matisse obviously mentioned about the game and the league also coming up, but are you confident that Chelsea come here and they don't really get anything out of it, or you got a little bit of nerves?
No, I'm going to be honest, I'm a bit wary of this one, because if I've been really honest, and I don't, I'm not being disrespectful when I say this, we should have been home and dry in the first game. Fair. We should have been 4-5-1 up. There was a stage of that game when we went 3-1 up. I'm looking at thinking, kill them, and we didn't. And I think, I've got Chelsea mates and whatever, they were turning around and saying, we're quite relieved to come out just 3-2. But what it's done is they've still got hope and they've still got an opportunity with that. We should have been dead and buried. So with that, there's a bit of a worry, a bit of anxiety on our front, is that we should have got this over the line in the first leg. Listen, we've come a long way, where I've come out of Stamford Bridge disappointed when we've won 3-2. But that is the reality of it, So, listen, this is an opportunity. It's a game now where you want us to win. I'm with Matisse when he says about winning trade. We want to win this.
We're hungry.
You know what I mean? I'm ready to nick his dinner. You know what I mean?
Liam, since you arrived, I'll be honest, we were your second game, and then obviously we won it. And I don't know where fans, it's too early to say what they made of you at that stage. But ever since then.
6 wins in 7. Listen, you can't really ask for much more than that. Considering the circumstances, you're coming in mid-season. It's not a team that are completely on its arse in terms of 12th or... You're coming into a team that's in all competitions, Champions League football, playing for everything that they're in, apart from obviously the Premier League title, but that was gone a long time ago. And it's 2 games a week, and there's not much time to make wholesale changes, to make massive tactical tweaks, change the system. You kind of have to roll with what you've got and what suits the players. You've got to be pragmatic. You've got to maximize the talent and the ability that you've already got at your disposal. You can't be asking them to play a new brand of football your way. It's not time to be stubborn. It's time for results. And that's what we're getting. Some of them are fortuitous. Some of them are lucky. Yes, I don't really care. I don't care, bro, because you know what? There's been plenty of time where we've played a game well and we've not got the result we needed. So for me, Chelsea need to become a well-oiled machine again that will win games and get results, and that's what needs to be the priority and the focus. And we need to get trophies in the door this season, and he knows that. He's been saying, "I want to be a winning Chelsea manager."
He speaks very well.
Yeah, I want to win. So I'm glad he understands what the fans want, because trophies are memories, bro. That's, as a football fan, big games, big wins, and trophies is what you're going to take with you. You're not taking pure profit. You're not taking amortization. You're not taking jacket, potato, transfer links. You're not taking these things with you, bro. So I'm not bothered about any of that stuff. I just want to get to Wembley again.
The next question: Do you condone, players getting their todgers out to the fans? Like,
Who did that?
I don't know if you saw Enzo Fernandez after.
No, I didn't see that. I thought it was actually AI. I thought that was an edit. Was that AI?
So Enzo Fernandez scores a last-minute win against West Ham on the weekend. He takes off his shirt, gets yellow card, fine. He celebrates, and then he goes to the fans and I don't know what he was thinking.
I thought it was a transition. I thought it was cap cut.
He showed his to the crowd. I don't think he meant. I don't know.
Nah,
what.
he didn't.
What was he doing?
He's spreading rumours.
No, bro. I was shocked.
No one said anything about this. The FA would have fined us.
Yeah,
the FA would have fined us.
I don't think he meant. Well, you think it's AI?
Let me tell you this. If he had crossed that line, the FA would have fined us, and we would have been, Chelsea failing to control their players in a different type of way, and it would have been a long day.
I don't think he meant to do it. I think he was just excited.
Yeah, he was excited. We all get excited. Do you not get excited?
I don't show my wallet to the fans. anyway, let me bring
everything else.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true. Lee, talk to me then. We all see you in all 4 competitions. We're favourites for most of them. Is that fair to say? We're firing all 4 fronts. Prem, League Cup, at least half.
As it stands now, I would say Man City favourites because they're 2-0 up from the first leg. We're only 1-0 up, so that's how I would look at it. But listen, we're at home, 1-0 up. You take that, Yeah. I would have took a draw at Stamford Bridge before I knew what team they put out that day. But listen, you've got if you was in a cup competition like the FA Cup, what you want is a home draw in it, like home to Chelsea. If you get to draw Chelsea at home, you're happy with that. But to get them at home and giving a one goal advantage, you've got to see it home. You've got to make sure you do that. But listen, the first 20-25 minutes will be very, very key in this game. How does Chelsea come about it? I think that they're not going to go gun-ho straight away. So
they start slow. I feel like they start slow. I think we'll get into T-Sports in a second, but I feel like they start slow. So that's that West Ham game. They weren't good. They ended up coming back. And against us as well, same. Yeah. We kind of went ahead and then they kind of clawed some goals back at the end.
They've made changes. I think that, listen, you've got to give them a lot of credit. To go to Napoli when they have to win that game, they'd win and done that. I know there's not so much pressure because you've got like the playoff and everything like that. And it's not like they've gone to Napoli. If they lose, they're out. It's a little bit different, but they still got the result there. Where this is a little bit now, it's crunch time for both of us. Chelsea want to get to the final, of course they do, and so do we. So listen, and for Chelsea and Rosenior, if they was to get to a final. He's only been in the job a couple of months. That's a big shot in the arm for him as a manager going forward, whatever he does. So it's important for us to get one under as well. I think that it's important for Arsenal if we're going to go on and be dominant over the next couple of years. You've got to start by winning, and I think that you look at Chelsea when it was under Mourinho. I think a lot of teams were disrespecting the cup a little bit. Certainly he was with Arsene Wenger. He didn't see it like that. He see it as a trophy and everything like that. Now you look at it and you've got managers saying, the Community Shield, i.e. Pep, i.e. Mikel, saying that's a trophy. So this is an important thing now. You got to the semi-final, you played your best team possible in the semi-final at Stamford Bridge. So don't tell me you don't want it or it's not there.
No,
you've by your team selection, you've proved that you want to be in that final. Make sure you go.
You'd be angry as a fan if he half-assed it, if he tried to over-rotate.
No, I think you've got to rotate a little bit because it's Tuesday, Saturday. I think if you be really honest, Chelsea done it the other way around. They done it against West Ham, and I don't blame them for that. They're down the bottom of the table, and they've tried to look at it both ways, both games. We've got to do that. I think Arsenal will make 3 or 4 changes. But I don't want to see wholesale changes.
Okay, let me ask you both the same question, and so it doesn't feel like we're disrespecting or looking ahead. Would you prefer Man City or Newcastle in the final?
I don't care. Just want to get there.
No. Oh, yeah. I'm not. We're gonna look forward a little bit. We're both. I'm asking him the same question. So out of the two clubs, you don't care.
I want Man City. Do you know? I'll tell you why I want Man City,
why?
because they're our rivals in the league, and I don't. It's an extra game for them as well. So I'll take Man City.
Makes sense.
Oh, I don't. Okay. Do you Man City or Newcastle?
I think I prefer City as well. I think Newcastle in a cup final, in a campaign in the league where they haven't got much going for them because they got extra games, Carabao and whatnot, so there could be some fatigue in there. But I think with City, I mean, we took a draw off them with Callum McFarlane.
They looked
no
awful
backline
yesterday.
and whatnot, and yeah. So I don't know. To be honest, I'm not even thinking about that.
No, I'm with you.
I'm not even thinking about that because this game is so massive and there's so much work to do for us. Yeah. I need my players to be so on point. So much concentration needs to be put in. No mistakes, no bozo moments, no random moments of lapses of concentration, not tracking runners and things like this. I need everybody to be standing alongside each other like soldiers.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
It's a great point.
He does make a point.
I'm at this point. I swear to you now that as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to Wolves on the 21st of.
Right. Until
March.
That's near the final. It's on the 22nd.
We've got Wolves. I think 3 o'clock kickoff. So at this moment in time,
you're not thinking about the final.
We've got Wolves, but if we win tomorrow or draw, then that changes, and I think that's the right attitude to have. And you want the players to have it. I've seen many teams in the past think that they've in the final and ended up not being in it.
I've done that before in football, so I get that.
We've all been in football long enough to know that anything can happen. Years ago, when we won this cup competition, we was 2-0 down with Spurs at half time, and the ticket announcer was saying this is where you apply for your cup final tickets and all that. Long story short, we went to that final and won.
Okay, good. That's the thing. I think. Listen, the question. I don't think it's redundant. I think you're right. The mindset you both have as fans is the right mindset. I just think you made a great point. I think Newcastle got into the final. That'll be another chance to get a trophy that
City fans won't turn up. For another Wembley, I've heard Big Steve say it, they won't turn up. They've been to Wembley more times than they can count.
Yeah.
If Newcastle get to a final, the whole of Newcastle will be in London, and it would just be a different game.
Well, Newcastle winning if that's the case.
Well, you want? Oh, wait.
I want proper clubs coming to Wembley, proper fans.
Atmosphere-wise,
appreciate
City.
I want to go Wembley. Sure. I would never get sick and bored and tired of going to Wembley.
Facts. No way. I love Wembley.
You know what I mean?
It's a long travel for them, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but
all the way down from Manchester.
It's
the Aviva West Coast,
Avanti West Coast.
The Avanti West Coast, the Aviva.
It's a trophy. That's a chance to see your club.
It's a trek for us and all, getting across the West London.
I bet it is.
Liam, I need to know how you set up for this game. How did Chelsea win this game? Because you actually made a great point. You said there's no bows. They need to lock in because it's funny. I look at Man United coming here. They were kind of near on perfect as well, really. To get that win, you have to be.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Arsenal. Right, well, we are what we are. We were unbeaten at home before then, and we were dominant. We're top of the league and whatnot. So everything has to
best team in the country.
Right. So everything has to work. So you expect that for Chelsea? Do they need to be a bit more direct? Is it the subs that are going to win the game for you? Because recently, his subs choice from Liam has been from yourself has been amazing.
I mean, the subs are the reason we're here with Garnacho off the bench at the bridge.
It's true.
But in terms of the starting 11, that needs to be the strongest possible team you can put out. It's a massive shame that Esteval's not available because he's got personal problems. He's in Brazil.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's a massive shame. That's a big miss because he waltzes into our starting 11 right now.
Can he go with João Pedro and Liam Delap? I've heard they're better together. Can they not do it together?
Nah. There's not enough evidence of them two playing together and being in sync. And Liam Delap, for me, at points this season, it's almost like you're playing with a man less. He doesn't bring enough to the game. He's not good enough hold-up play. Doesn't run the channels. He's not strong enough in a duel. And he doesn't have a box presence, and he's not scoring goals or taking shots. You ask any box to be ticked as a striker, he's not ticking them. So for me, it's harsh analysis.
He's going to be watching your
harsh analysis based on
words.
facts. He should not really be here. He should really be out of Brentford. He's been fast tracked. He's come from Ipswich to go to Chelsea. It's a massive jump. It's not a normal jump that you're meant to make. And this is what happens when you put people in positions that they're not meant to be in this young in their career. João Pedro's got to start up top. Cole Palmer's got to play off the right. Pedro Neto off the left. He'll do the due diligence, track back. I don't expect us to win any 1v1 battle with Timber, regardless of who's on that left wing. Maybe if it was Gittins, but Timber's Timber. But at least with Neto, he's going to track a man, which is not what Garnacho did at the weekend. Fair. Then you go over midfield 3, you go Santos, Enzo and Caicedo, pack the midfield, 3v3 with you guys. Don't get outnumbered in there. And then the back line, you got to go Chalobah, Fofana. Reece James right back, left back Cucurella, and in goal Sanchez. That's the strongest team.
Yeah.
Any other team, honestly, than that, and he's smoking. There's no debate who are strongest.
No, that is
it.
So you got to go for it. You got to go for it. And I think if you stick it on Arsenal, Leeds, you think that can cause them problems. If teams come at us, I feel like sometimes when teams, obviously if they sit back and do low block, obviously we can struggle at that. But also if they actually just go for us, not keep the ball and try and outplay us, but just be very aggressive with the attack, that also can sometimes catch Arsenal cold. Do you think they can do that? Do you think Chelsea have any chance of?
No, they're going to have to be cautious of what they do. I think, like, you know, if you go toe to toe with Arsenal are likely to beat you.
Oh, but it is cold.
Cold out here, like, so, but listen, from my point of view, I think that Chelsea, like, they'll have a game plan and go. Listen, we had a game plan when we went there. It's when you go back to that Man United game, Man United done well with their goals. They score very good goals, but they didn't like out tactics or whatever. They just sat in there and just made us wait for us to make mistakes.
But they took the opportunities as well.
And of course they did, and that's I think Chelsea will do that. Like, I'm very surprised what Matisse says about Liam Delap, because I thought when he come on against us at the bridge, he was the one that caused us a few problems. So, you know, I don't see Chelsea that much, so you know, we'll have to wait and see. But I think that what I think Chelsea will be when they come here, one thing, I think they'll be aggressive. I think that they will put it about, you know, like they do on most occasions. You know what I mean? Not in a bad way. But listen, that's the way that they are, and they'll put it about, you know, Fernandes in midfield, Enzo. You know, if you don't get his todger out, he'll be all right. Like, you know,
we'll try and keep it in.
we can try and keep it. It's a cold night.
I'll let him know.
Yeah, please.
But like, you know, but no, like they've got a good, strong midfield as well. Like, you know, so if we can win that battle, it'll be all right. Listen, at the end of the day, draw is good for us as well. So we've got to it'd be interesting to see how Arsenal go about it.
It'd be interesting to see how he sets up, because you don't like when he plays for. Like he sits. Say if we
I'm
score,
not in love with it.
You don't want him to.
I want to see us be aggressive. I want to see us be on the front foot and take it to Chelsea. Because if we score, they've got to score 3 to win it. You know what I mean? So 2 to take it to extra time penalties. But, you know, at the end of it, like, you know, it puts us in the box seat. So I think that first 20 minutes is going to be crucial. I'll be really interested to see how Chelsea play, but more interested in how we play.
One thing I don't want us to do is even send a single cross aerially into that box of yours. Don't even waste your time. Because leaving Gabriel... No, I mean, listen, João Pedro scored a header. He scored a header at the weekend, but it was a free header. It was unchallenged because he made a peel off the back. If we're doing duels, duel for duel, it's dark. Duel for duel. Duel for duel. Duel for duel get dark, yeah?
Duel for duel.
And also, the corners. Listen, Chelsea.
You can't tell your team.
If I see,
you can't tell them not.
I'm telling you now
to give away a corner.
I'm not saying you're not going to give away a corner. I'm saying when that corner is given, if I see more than 5 people defending it, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, do you think I should play?
You've got to put people in closest to the halfway line. You've got to put attackers up there. 3 of them at least, even 4. You've got to try something different. Sanchez has been brilliant this season. He's been one of our best players. He's been claiming crosses. He's been confident. He weren't good against
us.
But why? Because it was claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Because people couldn't breathe. People were passing out in that box. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to create space for your goalkeeper to be able to see what's going on around him so he can come and claim that cross and take responsibility. If this was the Sanchez of a couple of seasons ago, I wouldn't really want this, because he was doing Superman suplex. He was punching the ball,
he was doing a madness.
You know what I mean? But he doesn't do that now. He actually comes and claims it. So give him the space, give him the ability to be able to see what's going on. Let's look these Arsenal players in the eye instead of bodies. It's just bodies.
Well, the last time a Chelsea player looked someone in the eye, João Pedro at Traore. I mean, have you had a word with him since then? Because I don't know. Would you want to go up against Traore?
When a man is putting baby oil on his arms, the least of his problems is beef in Chelsea players. He needs to reflect and repent. That man is not known for anything other than barging and bulldozing through people on counter-attacks at the Etihad and then skying it over the bar. He ain't going to be at the World Cup. He ain't winning trophies. He could be getting relegated. I'm sorry to turn into a bit of a tie. If your biggest moment is pushing over a 5'9" Cucurella who's got noodles for hair, you've lost your plot, mate. You need to focus on getting your team a result. He could have helped his team get a point. They're 18th place trying to survive in this Premier League, and the biggest thing he's walking away with is squaring up to João Pedro with his arms out here, looking like that guy. What's that meme? That guy. What's that guy?
The guy that does cameras on
Yeah,
and the water
guys,
and stuff.
yeah. That's what he's looking like. Bro, go play some
Let's be
NFL or
honest,
some rugby.
Corella was trying to headbutt him in the chest. You know what I mean? He's trying to put it in his chest,
And he just
brushed him aside, like, you know, which. To Cucurella's defence,
What are 3 points for Adama Traore and West Ham?
What a trophy.
Most
What a
people
trophy.
would. But listen, at the end of the day, look, I love that. Like,
What would you're the hard man. If
I'm a hard man, but
If Adama Traore was
if
coming
he come
towards
to
him,
you, what would you?
well, try.
Yeah, Troy can't you. What would you do? Would you?
would
Would
jump
you
that
let him
bridge?
off?
Would you?
Like, you know what I mean? You've got to pick your fight. He's a big old lad, like, you know what I mean? You know, he's funny. Pedro actually does what probably a lot of people do. When he's turning, he's gone, oh God.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh, God.
He went to back his player.
Oh, what have I done?
Oh, what?
What have
dear
I done?
me.
Oh no!
Referee, help me out.
Looking
Apologies.
for every student,
Yeah.
like everyone around. Where's my place?
Forget the stewards. Where's the Metropolitan
He
Police?
sort of thought
You know what I'm
back.
saying?
If you have a look at him, he's thinking, do I run here or do I hold my car? Didn't know what to do, did he? But
He did, yeah.
Oh, he
just
did the
moved to
right
the
thing.
sides.
But okay, so you did a tie there. And said,
Yeah.
yeah, well, listen, go and focus on your team. That's not bad. That's not a bad way to look at it.
Got the
You
3 points.
Yeah, focus on the game, not trying to fight our players.
Yeah.
It was a great
We
moment.
disturbed
in
them.
that
They
game.
needed the equaliser at the end of the game. We've turned this into a brawl, which we've lost. But we've got the points.
and that's what it's all about.
That's what it's
isn't
all
it?
about.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
about.
Distraction
I totally
tactics.
agree.
Yeah.
All right,
Totally agree.
let's go to score predictions then. Let's go to score predictions for this game. How do you see this end? Let me see where you're at, Matisse. I'm being intrigued.
This is not. This is me not.
Your head or your heart?
Uh,
What you thinking?
I'm going to say a 2-1 Chelsea win and win on penalties. I can't see us winning by 2 clear goals. So that's as good as I can give. But I do think when we put our strongest 11 up against yours, and when I've always had to do combined 11s, and people will be like, how could you put all these players, Arsenal top of the league? When we put our strongest 11 out there, it's a tight game between us two, in my opinion.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
and I
fair.
think it'd be tight. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw. I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
no
surprised.
doubt,
I
no
wouldn't
doubt.
be surprised, but I'm going to back Arsenal just to nick it 2-1.
To nick it 2-1. Okay. And anything, I'll say 2-2. I think it will be a draw. I think it's quite an insane draw. It's always an insane game against Chelsea. Any information for Chelsea side that we need to know that who's going to be obviously
Yeah,
last
just
time.
Esteval missing is the massive one. He's
Yeah.
not available. He's still in Brazil, so it's a massive miss. And then the rest of the team, you know, it picks itself. And the other injuries are the likes of Mudryk and still being suspended and all that. But it's nothing major outside of that.
Fair. Well, we're going to close by saying make sure you go check out Mars channel, please. It's doing amazing things. Matisse Armani,
you.
bigging him up every time. Branching out is an incredible podcast right now. Blowing up across YouTube. So go and check
Thriving.
out. Thriving. Go check out the interviews. And as I've done all the niceties, do you want to put on the red shade glasses and
Nope.
join us
Nope.
for celebrations at the
Nope.
end of the season?
Yeah, no.
I
won't be here. I'll be in Hawaii. I've told you.
You're not going to be here.
I was a big fan of Lilo and Stitch when I was younger. I could get down with that. You know what I mean? I'm gone. Furthest part of the world, I'm gone.
Well, hopefully we get through. We get through to the final. We'll find out obviously after Tuesday night's game. Thank you so much for firstly, Matisse, for joining us.
Pleasure.
Lee as well. Pleasure having you
Pleasure,
here.
thank you.
It's been very good. I'm going to show you the clip of. Actually, I don't know if you want to see the clip of Enzo, but we'll show you that after this. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Give us your score predictions, like the video, and hype the video on your way out. And we'll see you again soon. Come on, you Gunners.